My name is Charlie Roach. I'm with the Ontario Lawn Bowling Association, and my job is greens chairman. I've been doing greens in Burlington Lawn Bowling Club for many years, and this morning we'd have a short lesson about how to adjust your lawnmower. And one of the thing I find when I go and visit a club and I ask us about the lawnmower, the first thing I check is this cylinder here. This cylinder should not be running free. It should rub on this bed plate here, place at the bottom. That's what cuts the grass. This is a piece of paper, and when you turn the cylinder, it should cut this. If it doesn't cut the papers, it's not going to cut the grass. It's going to rip it. So, see, it's not cutting it. It's just running free. So let's adjust it again. This is your wrench. Can't see the size here, but it's 5/8. And these are the two adjustments. And it's a cog wheel. And so you don't want to, when you adjust this side, say if you go 2 or 3 notch on this side, you got to make sure you do the same thing on the other side, otherwise you're going to be not going to be balanced. So let's try. It's running pretty free, so I'll try 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, you can feel it there, but I don't think it's enough. So let's try it. Still not cutting it. It's grabbing it, but it's not cutting it. One thing, don't forget, use gloves. You have to use gloves for safety reasons. So we're going to give her another couple more. 1, 2. 1, 2. Now can you hear, I don't know if you can hear it through the camera, but you can hear it, the sound when it's rubbing. And if your blade is sharp, and I don't think these are very sharp, that's what you're looking for, but it should also cut the paper. Let's see if it does. Cut that one. Didn't cut that one. Seems to be looser on that side. Go any tighter than this anyway. The blade hasn't been sharpened this year, but you have to hear it, and it has to have some resistance, or else it's not going to cut. But the blades have not been sharpened, so I cannot do any more with it. But that's the way it should be. You should hear the noise.
How often do you recommend sharpening blades each year?
Like we have 3 lawnmowers. And I do it at least twice a year. Send it to Slack's reel, and you take them off and put them on the machine and grind them. But it's not also the cylinder. You notice the bed plate down there. You probably won't be able to see it, but you can see where it's worn out.
Yeah.
See down there?
Very good.
See a little edge. If you see a little edge out there, that means that this plate is worn out also. So when you grind this up, you would put a new plate on there.
Very good.
But that's all we can do for now, for that adjustment. Now the next adjustment is I'm gonna get my gauge. Sorry about that, Ralph.
No problem.
Everything all set and ready to go here? How are you? Good. So actually this is a gauge. Can you see the gauge in there?
Yep.
Okay. This is what gives you your adjustment there, see?
Okay.
Okay? So when your lawnmower is up like this, you want to know what is the height of your cut. Make sure your gauge is looking up. You put on that plate there, and on this. This roller is what gives you your height. See, right now, it's set up for 190. Usually for a tournament cut, I go down to 156. But this we cut it yesterday for the second time. The first time we cut it at 210 to 190. The next time I cut, I'll go down to 170, and the fourth cut, I'll be down to 156. Okay, so can you see the gauge in there? Okay. Now to adjust this, give me a minute. Like I said before, this is what gives you your height. So you gotta loosen. Bob, I got another case like this, I think, in the other tool shed. The proper tools in there. Oh, okay.
Is it in the other tool shed?
No, it should be there.
No? Oh.
Yeah, it is.
Did you make coffee yet?
Nope.
I better go make coffee. I mean, we can't be doing any work without coffee, right?
Okay. Boy, this was tight. Okay, all you gotta give is half a turn, just loosen it up. One, you have to go up, the other one, you go down. Okay. Now, this is your adjustment. I'm going to adjust it for 170. And you have to do it both sides also again. Every time you touch that reel, put some gloves on. This thing has to grab on the plate. Down there. And you got to be solid both sides. So we're 190. Okay. Going down to 170. Doesn't take much. Okay, we're right at 170. You got to make sure that it's solid to the roller. It's a little less than 170, but I'm going to do the other side. Then you have to recheck it again. see this?
Yes.
So it's 170. Now you got to make sure you come back at this end and check it again, because you might have changed your setting. Oops. See, I got my bifocals here that are sort of now we're less than 170. Okay, 170 there. 170 here, so we're okay. Now what we have to do is tighten this up again. This one is ready to go. It's set up at 170. Now next time I cut it, I got to do the same thing again to bring it down to 168.
Right.
And once you get it down to 168, 165 usually is 5/32. That's what I call the tournament cut. Once you get it to that, doesn't mean that it's going to stay there. It's going to vary. Your blade wear out, your blade plate wear out, so you have to very well check it out. Every second time you use it, you should check your height. But this one here, very well, every time you cut, you should check it. Especially the first thing in the spring after you top dress your green with sand. That'll wear your blade like you wouldn't believe. So a cylinder like this, if you get it grind down twice a year, 3 times a year. If you only have one lawnmower, I would say you pretty well would have to do it maybe 3 times a year. Like we cut in, we start in April, May, June, July, August, September, October. That's 7 months. So every 2 months, maybe get them grind down again. And a reel will probably last you about, I don't know, 5 years. But this plate, that plate, like I said before, like you can see where it's starting to wear. See, it was that thick. This now is just about next to nothing now. It's just about finished. So next time when it goes in next month, you'll grind the wheel. You'll put a new plate on there. So
There's 2 kinds of plates, right?
yeah, yes, there is. Like my partner just reminded me, there's 2 types of plate. This is a regular plate. It'll cost you probably $159 a plate. But there's one, it's called a carbide plate. It's not a I think it's a carbide plate. And it's very thin, it's a lot better. It does a finer cut. But if you ever happen to pick up a pebble on your green or something hard, it doesn't take a chip, it just breaks. So then you're screwed for another one, and it costs you a lot. So if you're going to change your plate, just take the regular one. Okay?
Very good.